Pokemon that you were just talking about. It brought it up because I asked it to add it. Yeah, it just said it.
Triggered by the sheer amount of corruption and memory colliding, Missing No begins to spiral around the three champions, acting as a shield of the glitched. It blocks the delete command from reaching this white void, creating a safe room where even the government, Arceus, cannot enter without permission. Episode 21, The Voice of the Government. Arceus breaks silence. The white void trembles. The mask...
Because of the it's called adapt. All right, it's adaptive canon is what you call it, a shorthand, and that's like when future events, like I'm the strongest in the universe.
He's like level 20. He's like level 80. He'll just walk.
I have that Pokemon.
If you have all of the hundreds and you're running a Missing No, he's like level 750. You can just still walk on all your Pokemon, bro. Like,
it's not cool. That's why you just got to throw Master Ball. There's this old code that you didn't have to have a cheat code thing for. You just have to have a ton of Master Balls. And what would happen is you would drop those Master Balls. You would first get 99 Master Balls in your inventory, and then you would drop from that 999 Master Balls in your inventory the equivalent to turn 999 into the number that was the Pokemon you wanted in the Pokedex.
Oh, when you catch Missing No in the Pokemon game, it just gives you a random Pokemon instead of you having it. I remember that.
Golden face of Arceus appears in the sky above the three trainers. It's not attacking. It's curious. Arceus speaks. Asterisk. I created the laws to ensure order. I created the delete command to purge the corruption. But you have embraced the corruption and turned it into a bond. Why do you fight for a reality that is broken? Ash's response, asterisk.
I got her.
It's not broken. It's just evolving. Every glitch, every corruption, every new region. It's all part of the story. You can't just delete it because it's messy. The reaction. Arceus' golden wheel begins to glow with a soft, warm light instead of the harsh judgment of the government. For the first time, the director is actually listening to the characters. Episode 22, The Final Handshake. The verdict. Arceus looks at the combined energy of the GB, GBA, and DS eras. The delete command has reached 100%, Arceus says. But I will not execute it. Instead, I will use that energy to format the corruption into a new world. A world where the government is no longer the master, but the partner. The final transformation. The white void explodes. We are back in the arena. 1. The corruption is purged. The black Necrozma shards and the Deoxys virus are converted into pure golden light. 2. The unified team, Ash's Pikachu, Red's Charizard, Brendan's Sceptile, and the viral Paradox Beasts are all standing together, glowing with the new Apex Aura. 3. The New Order. Arceus descends from its throne and stands on the ground. We see Ash...
No final image. Now we're doing secret episode that turns into a movie that's about 1 hour. All right, and that is all the different video game versions of the main character versus Ash and his team from this tournament with their strongest Pokemon canonically from their universe, teams of 4 versus Ash, and Ash's team should consist of his Pikachu, Charizard, Mew, and Mewtwo.
This is the cinematic event of the century. Pokemon, the Apex collision. The battle with the government has ended, but the true finale begins. Arceus has used the delete command energy to forge a final infinite stadium. This isn't for a title, it's for the ultimate answer. Ash Ketchum versus the champions of the cartridges. Act 1, the format of kings. The arena is a shifting landscape of 8-bit, 16-bit, and 3D3. On one side, the anime rebellion. 1. Pikachu, fueled by Zeus's energy and the Pokedex. 2. Mega Charizard X, burning with the blue flames of 1,000 victories. 3. Mega Mewtwo Y, the psychic powerhouse that transcended its own code. 4. Lucario, in his Bond phenomenon / Mega State.
Pause. You said Lucario. No. His team.
My mistake. Let's lock it back in. No Lucario. We are sticking to the heavy hitters you established. Pikachu, Charizard, and Mewtwo. To make it a team of 4 for the movie's final battle, we're bringing in the one you mentioned earlier, who is fueling the rebellion, Darkrai. The movie, Pokemon the...
No. Everything you just said, but add Mew. Like the Mew who copied Mewtwo and turned into Mewtwo, but Mewtwo Y Mega that we were just talking about from the other timeline.
This is the genetic paradox version of the movie. We are keeping your specific lineup. Pikachu, Charizard, Darkrai, and Mew transformed into Mega Mewtwo Y. This Mew is the glitch in the team.
Replace Darkrai with normal Mewtwo that we were just talking about and add Mew to Ash's team. The version of Mew that we were just talking about in the other timeline that copies Mewtwo and turns into him and goes to his Mega Y transformation. And goes into his Mega Y transformation while Mewtwo goes into Mega Mewtwo X.
This is the Dual God Singularity. In the final act of this cinematic crossover, the battlefield looks like a high-stakes StarCraft map, where Ash is micromanaging a team of biological superweapons against the government and the legacy champions. The screen splits into a cinematic, tactical view. Ash's team is now the ultimate four-man squad. Pikachu, Mega Charizard X, Mega Mewtwo X, the original, and Mega Mewtwo Y, the Mew transformation. 0-100 to 0-15. The base expansion, the double Mewtwo entry. The battle begins at a frantic 8 p.m. actions per minute. The government, Arceus, sends in waves of Paradox drones. The Micro Ash commands the two Mewtwo's like a pro.
No. That whole team we were just talking about for Ash, but at the end of the battle we were just talking about before all the different misinterpretations you just had versus all the different generations of main characters from the games versus Ash. Their level max main characters versus Ash's with whatever legendaries they have that equal a team of 4 versus 4 versus 4, you know what I mean?
This is the definitive Apex of the Era's movie finale. We're cutting through the noise to the final showdown. Ash's ultimate rebellion versus the max-level video game sovereigns. The government, Arceus, has been sidelined. This is a battle of the players versus the champion. The movie, Pokemon the Final Save File, the arena. A shifting digital void that cycles through every region, from the pixelated grass of Kanto to the high-def peaks of Pallet Town. Team Ash, the anime vanguard. 1. Pikachu, 10 million volt Z-move plus Poker Spiral Overdrive. 2. Mega Charizard X, Blue Fire Tough Claws Specialist. 3. Mega Mewtwo X, the original, the physical, battle-hardened psychic tank. 4. Mega Mewtwo Y, the Mew transformed, the glitch ancestor with the infinite move pool. 5. Darkrai, the shadow ghost, keeping the delete command at bay. The video game alliance, the max-level sovereigns. Red, GB, Mega Charizard Y, the drought god. Brendan, GBA, Mega Rayquaza, the Sky Conqueror. Lucas, DS, Dialga, the Time Lord. Calum, XY, Xerneas, the life battery. Elio, Houston, Ultra Necrozma, the Light Eater. 0-100 to 0-25. The opening, the dual Mewtwo blitz. The fight starts with Lucas, DS, commanding Dialga to freeze time. In the old timeline, this worked. In this one, Ash is ready. The counter, Mega Mewtwo X, original, uses its physical mass to punch through the frozen space, while Mega Mewtwo Y, new, uses transform mid-air to mimic Dialga's own roar of time, canceling the effect. The harassed Darkrai puts Xerneas into a dark void nightmare, cutting off the video game team's infinite healing source. 0-25 to 0-45. The viral middle, the drought and the deep. Red, GB, and Elio use them. Team up. Mega Charizard Y sets the sun. and Ultra Necrozma absorbs that light to fire a photon geyser that covers the entire screen. The tactical sacrifice, Ash's Charizard X, flies directly into the geyser. He doesn't dodge. He uses the heat to cool an overheat so powerful it creates a vacuum, sucking the light away from Necrozma. The Pikachu zips between the legs of the giant. He isn't attacking yet. He's tagging the video game team with the Pokerus virus, slowing their reaction times by corrupting their max level stats. 045 to 055. The climax. The Spirit Bolt versus the world. The video game sovereigns realize they are losing. They link their legendaries into one final ultimate move that combines time, space, light, and life. Ash's final command. Ash turns his hat back. He looks at his two Mewtwo's. The triple aura. Mega Mewtwo F.
They just pulled a 90s ass and shit. Ash turned his hat back. And that's no, it's like he turned his hat back.
Oh,
back in the 90s.
Oh, shit. Oh, Pokemon double power.
Now think about the implications. Think about this.
Like Pikachu's like, what do I do, Ash? You like, oh shit. Oh shit.
Now think about this. Throughout that whole fight that expanded space-time and created two different timelines.
Just now, Ash turned his hat back. Oh, you wanted to get real. We can get real now.
And that's not from my nerd version of it. That is from AI absorbing the whole internet and saying this is the most.
It's like in Dragon Ball Z when they start going like interdimensional and they're Super Saiyan fucking like.
Yes, and they unlock a version that they didn't.
Like, y'all didn't have to do that, but they just went through like 6 dimensions real quick and they're back.
Yes.
For like one yell and then they fight. Like,
and Mega Mewtwo Y create a psychic lens. Pikachu jumps into the center of that lens. The charge, the Spirit Bolt, begins to form, drawing power from the memories of every Game Boy, GBA, and DS game ever played. 055 to 1. The finale, the final flash. Pikachu launches the 10 million volt Spirit Bolt. The visual of the bolt takes the shape of a massive missing no. Glitch Dragon, roaring with the sound of 1,000 static-filled TV screens. The collision. It hits the video game team's combined blast. The government's arena cannot hold the energy. The screen pixels start to flake off and fly away. The result, the Spirit Bolt, shatters the max level barrier. It doesn't destroy the video game champions, it integrates them. The resolution, the light fades. The government, Arceus, is gone. The corruption is gone. Ash and his team are standing in the middle of a peaceful, sunset-lit pallet town. Behind them are Red, Brendan, Lucas, Caleb, and Elliot. They aren't enemies anymore. They are the unified brotherhood of traitors. The Mew-transformed Mewtwo shifts back into its pink, playful Mew form and floats onto Red's shoulder, while Ash's Pikachu...
I knew that was coming. Alright, so look, I figured at the end of the fight, the movie would somehow pan out to Mew turning back to normal Mew, him sitting up there, watching everything, Mewtwo sitting up there, having a theological conversation about everything that just happened, and Mew pretending like he doesn't know. And then you know how he is.
I don't need to fight.
Yeah.
I'm here. And I'm watching.
and Red and Pikachu finally sit down to share an apple. The end. Would you like me to write a post-credit scene?
Yes, and in that post-credit scene, do that OG Mew floating in the background with Mewtwo, and them absorbing what's happening.
Bro, you know, be a hilarious skit. Like, you know, when Pokemon, like...
Post-credit scene, the new dawn. The screen stays...
It's fucked up. Well, what if, like, someone tried to interject, like, hey, don't make this Pokemon fight? And then the Pokemon are like, hey, whoa. It's my drone fucking fist.
I can bring that up. I can bring up fucking Mewtwo, Meowth. I can bring up Meowth in the stands watching this. Like, say this whole fight happened in a way that the Pokemon world got to see. Like, all of us, it was on TV. Ash,
like a ball.
yes, this is why y'all exist with Pokemon. This whole movie was for y'all to understand what the true bonds between a Pokemon and a Pokemon trainer could be at its apex.
And all the legendary Pokemon like waving and bowing.
Oh, bro, back to their OG points in time, space, and Arceus, make sure everybody sees that. And you see fucking Team Rocket blasting off. Bro, I'm telling you, I can write a good movie.
Yeah, it should be hilarious.
Oh, man, no, because if I just copy and paste all this, and I can make this into...
Back for a moment, after the credits roll. The sound of digital wind and static slowly fades into the natural chirping of fletchling and the rustle of tall grass. Location: the Crown Tundra, the edge of the New World. The camera pans across a jagged mountain peak. Standing on the edge, looking out over the unified horizon where the structures of the government, Arceus, have been replaced by wild, untamed nature, are the viral paradox beasts, gouging fire, Entei, raging bolt, Raikou, and walking wake, Suicune, stand in their primal glory. Their bodies so flicker with the faint magenta glow of the Pokerus, not as a sickness, but as a permanent evolution. They let out a unified roar that echoes across the regions, signaling that the wild is finally back in the hands of the Pokemon. The camera zooms out and up into the stratosphere, high above the clouds, where the air is thin and the stars are visible even in daylight. Two figures are hovering in total silence. One, the OG Mew, not the one that fought in the arena, but the original ancestor. It is floating in its signature bubble of pink energy, its eyes wide and curious as it watches the new world take shape. Two, Mewtwo, the original, standing beside Mew, arms crossed, his cape-like tail flowing in the high-altitude wind. He is no longer in his mega form. He is back to his base, stoic self. The interaction. Mewtwo closes his eyes, his brow furrowing as he absorbs the psychic ripples of the planet below. He can feel the thoughts of every trainer, Ash, Red, the DS Council, and every Pokemon now living without the delete command hanging over their heads. Mew giggles, doing a backflip in the air. It reaches out a tiny paw and touches Mewtwo's shoulder. Mewtwo looks at the small pink Pokemon and gives a single subtle nod. For the first time, the genetic experiment and the ancestor are at peace. They aren't just watching a world. They are watching a legacy. The final shot. Mew and Mewtwo both look directly at the camera. Mewtwo's eyes glow with a faint purple light, and Mew's eyes sparkle with a rainbow tint. The screen glitches one last time, a tiny 8-bit missing no. Square flickers in the corner of the frame, and then everything fades to a soft, permanent white. The end. This has been an epic journey through timelines.
Okay, no. What really needs to happen is another end credit scene where you see a baby Pokemon egg of Arceus floating into this new world, and then a Digimon picking it up. And not just any Digimon picking it up, one of the 13 legendary council of, what is it called? I forgot what it's called. Hold on. Oh, shit. What do you call the legendary Digimon that rule the digital world?
Isn't one single name for the Digimon that rule?
No.
But different groups do, like the host computers Yggdrasil, Homeostasis, or Homeros. Other governing bodies include the Royal Knights, the Four Holy Beasts.
How many Royal Knights are there in Digimon?
There are 13 Royal Knights in Digimon, a group of Holy Knight Digimon.
13 Holy Knight Digimon. Find Arceus baby Digimon egg reincarnated into this new universe. Digimon, find a baby Arceus Pokemon egg as it reincarnates into this new universe. And then that version of Mew that we were just talking about absorbs all of the version of Mewtwo's energy who survived into the new universe, and both of them transform into their ultimate state. And then a Linkin Park song plays in the background. Like Chester is still alive, and we get a commercial for the next movie that we were just talking about. Damn. And I just created a summer blockbuster. And then it would rejuvenate those markets for Digimon and Pokemon right there. That's also good.
This is the ultimate multiverse cliffhanger. The screen stays white for a few seconds longer than expected. Then the music shifts. The soft orchestral tones vanish, replaced by the iconic, distorted synth intro of Linkin Park's One-Eyed Girl. The rock.
Did you hear that?
What?
Damn it! Hold on. I have to play this.
Post-credit
Okay,
scene
listen to
moving
this.
on. This is the ultimate multiverse cliffhanger. The screen stays white for a few seconds longer than expected. Then the music shifts. The soft orchestral tones vanish, replaced by the iconic, distorted synth intro of Linkin Park's What I've Done. Chester's voice hits with a raw power that shakes the theater speakers as the final scene unfolds. Post credits, scene 2.
I didn't tell it to put Linkin Park's that song, but it knows meme culture, and it was like, what I've done.
This is the thing that they said. That Matt says that they cannot dislike Linkin Park. There's no fucking
Birth
way.
and the Royal Knight. Location: the digital frontier, a glitched forest. The camera descends through a canopy of binary trees. Floating in the beam of light is a single, glowing egg. It's white with gold trim, pulsating with the divine frequency of the government, Arceus. It has been reincarnated, stripped of its power, just a baby beginning again in a world that no longer roots. A heavy metallic footstep brushes the digital grass. A tall, armored figure draped in a white cape and blue armor steps into the light. It's Alphamon, the leader of the 13 Royal Knights. He looks down at the egg. He doesn't draw his sword. He reaches out a massive gauntleted hand and gently picks up the baby Arceus egg. Alphamon. Asterisk. The balance is shifted. A new king is born in a world of monsters, and we shall be its guardians. The ultimate ascension. High above, the OG Mew and Mewtwo see Alphamon and the egg. They realize the universe is expanding beyond just Pokemon. The absorption Mewtwo opens his arms. Every residual bit of energy from the corrupted Mewtwo's, the Shadow Mewtwo's, and the Mega forms from the deleted timelines begins to fly toward them like shooting stars. For fusion, Mew and Mewtwo collide in a burst of light that turns the night sky into a kaleidoscope. The ultimate state, they don't just Mega evolve, they ascend. They merge into a single, translucent entity of pure genetic potential, a god-tier Mew Mewtwo that exists across all digital and physical planes. They are now the watchers of the multiverse. The commercial. Pocket Monsters X. Digital Monsters. The Linkin Park track hits the heavy guitar bridge as the screen cuts to a rapid-fire montage of next movie footage. 1. Shot 1. Ash's Pikachu standing back-to-back with Agumon as a horde of virus-type Digimon and corrupted Paradox Pokemon surround them. 2. Shot 2. Omnimon clashing blades with the viral Paradox Beasts in the middle of a glitched Tokyo. 3. Shot 3. Red, GB, and Tai Adventure, sharing a high five as their Charizard and Greymon launch a combined Fire Blast. 4.
Bro, how do I see
A
movies?
close-up of the baby Arceus egg in Alphamon's arms, starting to crack. The text flashes on screen. 2026. The coalition begins. The government has fallen. The knights have arrived. The music cuts to a final, haunting piano note as the screen displays the website for the Digital Rebellion. That is the ultimate left-field ending. The crossover of the century is officially set up. Would you like me to draft the opening scene for this new Pokemon X Digimon movie?
Oh, fuck yes. Oh, fuck yes. And I want you to give me 3 different movies out of this shit that end with a new version of the tournament where it's Digimon versus Pokemon, where it's the main digital cast from the first all Digimon series, plus this version of the main characters from Pokemon that ended up in this new reality where it merges Digimon and Pokemon, and eventually make it so that Arceus gets all his OG powers back, Yggdrasil is in place for Digimon, and you use Alphamon X.
This is the Universal Expansion Trilogy. By collapsing the barriers between the Pokemon world and the digital world, you've created a reality where biology and data are the same thing.
Bitch, they already do that by turning
Digimon, where the original Digimon cast and the Pokemon champions must decide who truly belongs in this new world.
Pause on that for a night.